Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great. And my name is Martin. If you're new here, I do perfume reviews, so welcome to this channel. And today I'm going to talk about my Middle Eastern fragrance collection. So there are actually a lot of fragrances I have here. As far as I know, there are 8 fragrances I'm going to talk about. And I would like to start with the first fragrance I've purchased from Swiss Arabian. It's called Shaghaf Oud. So I started my Middle Eastern fragrance collection with this one here. And I also did a video already, but I'm going to talk about it. And I'm not going to talk about a lot, especially not about the notes, because there's so many fragrances here and I can't really think of all the notes in here, but I will tell you my thoughts about all the fragrances and what comes to my mind when I smell them, how do I wear them, how's the longevity. So I am going to share a lot of information, just not about the notes. And this one is just such a beautiful rose oud combination. It's a gourmand fragrance marketed towards men and women. Let me show you the atomizer. It's very great. And this is a fragrance that's room filling. It can be a little cloying, but I really, really like it. And this also used to be my first oud fragrance in my collection. So you do get the oud in here. You get the praline. There's praline in here as well. And overall, you get a very sweet rose fragrance that's I would say feminine leaning, but definitely unisex. So men can wear this one, women can wear this one as well. And I think this is such a beautiful bottle to have in your collection. And it's not really expensive. I paid €40 for this fragrance. And it does give me like niche quality. Like this could be easily a fragrance sold for €200. So I really like it and I do recommend it. Next one I'm going to talk about is another rose fragrance, and this is Bait al Bakhoor by Dahaab Saafi. And this is such a beautiful fragrance. This is supposed to be a dupe for Intense Cafe, and it does smell a lot like it. I would say like 99% similarity. And the atomizer is also very nice. It's pretty moderate and it smells amazing. The only problem I have with this fragrance is that it doesn't last very long on my skin. I only get a like around 2 to 3 hours. But you can smell it on yourself, but this is more of a skin scent. So if you like, for example, Intense Cafe, but you think, okay, this fragrance is too strong, then you should try this one then. But they're very similar. This one I would say is a little bit sweeter. As far as I know, they don't share the exact same notes. I think there's peach in here and there's also chocolate, but you do get the cafe and rose kind of vibe and very sweet. This is even sweeter than the original. So I would give it a try. I would recommend it. I personally use this one and I mix it with Intense Cafe when I don't want to go like overboard or waste Intense Cafe. Then I will like only do two sprays with this one, and then I will go overboard with this one, and I can smell this fragrance all the day. And I think it's very nice for like mixing it up with the original one. And the next one I'm going to talk about is this one here. So like the last video I did on Middle Eastern fragrance was about this fragrance, and this is Lattafa's Oud for Glory. And let me show you the atomizer. Yeah, it's very nice. I did a first impressions. I've been wearing it 2 times, 3 times, I'm not sure, but I do like it. And as I said, I like to layer it with other fragrances. On its own, it's not really doing the best job for me personally. This is a strong fragrance, but I feel like it's lacking something, and I don't know exactly what it is. But what I get in here is oud, so it's very woody, very spicy. There's the nutmeg in here, and I get that burnt sugar kind of vibe similar to Bakhoor Rouge, but this is also what I said the last time. It is a beautiful fragrance. It has a strong projection and great quality. This is also not very expensive. I paid around €25, so very cheap. But on its own, it's just not really something I would wear. I did layer it with Bakhoor Rouge 540, the extrait version, and I also layered this one with Arabian Tonka by Motal, and it worked very well. But on its own, I will probably try it in like fall, winter. Maybe it's going to do the job for me. But for now, I would say it's okay. I do recommend it if, especially if you're looking for a strong oud fragrance, or if you're looking for the perfect dupe for Inicio's oud for greatness. But other than that, it's okay. And I've been talking about three fragrances. The fourth fragrance I'm going to talk about, and I feel like this is my favorite one out of all of them, and it's Khaltaat El Arabiya by Lattafa. And I also did a video on this one. I really like it. I recommend it. I wear it all the time. I wear it on its own, and I love to layer this fragrance with other ones. For example, I love to layer this fragrance with Shaghaf Oud, like these two together. They work amazing, and um, it's projecting very well. Let me show you the atomizer. I don't know if you can see it, like sometimes I struggle with the atomizer. It's not the best, but other than that, everything about this fragrance is just wow. I like the bottle, I like the presentation, I like the quality. I can smell it. It's so long lasting and beautiful. It has this syrupy sweetness. You have the fruity notes in here. I feel like it's pineapple and watermelon with some coconuts. I feel like also there's jasmine in here. I did a video on this one, and I'm not sure if the notes are the exact same because, as I said in the other video when I did the research, every site, like every website, was saying something different. Like the notes were always different, but I get the fruity notes in here, I get the musk in here, I get the woods, and some spiciness as well. Very beautiful. I really, really recommend it. And this is only around 20 euros, so very cheap. And you would never think that the fragrance like this would smell so, I mean, something that smells so good. You would never think it's so cheap. Um, this also could be easily sold for around 150 euro, 200 euro. Like, I feel like most of these fragrances, like Middle Eastern fragrances, have that niche quality and they just know how to do the job. And you get beautiful quality and strong fragrances because Middle Eastern fragrances are very strong, in my opinion. Um, so amazing, really. There are three more fragrances I'm going to talk about, and let me talk about this one here because I had some mixed feelings about this fragrance, especially the first time when I tried it. So this is Majd Al Sultan by Asdaaf, and let me show the atomizer. The atomizer is okay, nothing special. The scent, I would say this is a very smoky fragrance, very incensey. There's myrrh in here as well. I don't know if this is supposed to be a dupe for Mason Margiela's By the Fireplace, but it has that vibe. It is very oriental. It is a very strong fragrance. Even though this is a unisex fragrance, I feel like this is more masculine leaning. As I said, it's very spicy as well. It's very incensey, very smoky. This is a very dark and dense fragrance. It's perfect for the fall and winter. I purchased this one, I feel like 2 months ago, and I have only been wearing it once, and I do like it. But I just don't think it's great for spring or summer at all. So I will probably um try to wear this one more in the fall and winter, and maybe I will do a video on its own for this one here. But also very nice. So there are two more fragrances I'm going to talk about, and the next one is Opulent Musk by Lattafa, and this is a very musky fragrance, as the name says, and you do have a citrusy opening. There are also like gourmand notes in here, saffron in the opening. That's why you get the Bakhoor Rouge 540 vibe. And this is definitely not a safe blind buy, but it is a beautiful fragrance, and you do have to like strong musk fragrances. So the atomizer is also quite nice. It's okay. And the scent, I prefer the scent more in the air than I prefer it on myself. Like it leaves a beautiful scent trail, and like in the air there it's very similar to Bakra Rouge 540 or Ariana Grande's Cloud. And I do like to mix it with Bakra Rouge 540 or with Ariana Grande's Cloud, Tiziana Terenzi's Kirke. So this is a fragrance I prefer more to layer it with other fragrances than to wear it on its own. But if you like musky fragrances and if you like citruses, if you like fragrances with some spice and saffron, then you will enjoy this one. And to me, this is like a zesty lemon cake with let's say some saffron on top. That's what this fragrance is to me. I just don't wear it a lot because I do have a lot of other fragrances I enjoy wearing more, but I do enjoy this one as well, and I do recommend it. And the next fragrance I'm going to talk about is Daarej Pour Homme, and this is such a beautiful fragrance. It's by Rasasi. Let me show you the atomizer because the atomizer is very nice, and the scent is just so beautiful, very spicy. It is oriental, and there's something fresh. Like it's like very refreshing wearing it like on myself. It's also kind of uplifting and kind of minty. Like there's no mint in here. It's probably the patchouli or some spice that makes this fragrance very just refreshing and cooling. It's like a very cool fragrance. Like it's very hard to describe because it has that aquatic vibe, or it just goes like into that Bleu de Chanel or Dior Sauvage kind of direction, but more unisex, especially with the spices and with the rose in here. And I do feel like this is a fragrance women can wear as well, or women will enjoy this fragrance a lot as well. Um, but it is a fragrance marketed towards men. And as far as I know, there's also the Parfum version. I just don't know how similar they are. But what you get is an oriental fragrance with spice and with rose, especially the rose, but it's a very beautiful and soft rose, and this is very well blended. So in my opinion, also safe blind buy, and I feel like this is the most easy to wear fragrance I have in my Middle Eastern fragrance collection, so I do recommend this one a lot. And yes, as far as I know, this is everything I have here. This is my Middle Eastern fragrance collection, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So Middle Eastern fragrances to me are something very special. It's definitely not for everyone, but I feel like once you try or start to try Middle Eastern fragrances and wear them, you just can't get enough. I mean, I'm definitely planning to expand my Middle Eastern fragrance collection, and I do recommend all of them. So my favorite one is definitely Khaltaat al Arabiya by Lattafa. This is just a beautiful fruity fragrance with the pineapple in here, and you get the watermelon. Perfect for summer. Like this is the perfect unisex summer fragrance. I recommend this one a lot. And also Shaghaf Oud by Swiss Arabian is very beautiful, and I do like to layer these two together. They match. They're just perfect together, and also on its own. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then please hit the like button. If you have any questions or any recommendations on which fragrance I should try, then please tell me. And I hope to see you guys very soon for more reviews. And yes, see you soon.